Everyone to the finals here for the 4v4 variant tournament for November 9th. We've got Panda, we've got Zodiac, and of course we're loading in here toward St. Marie Dumont for map number 1 in this best of 3 series. Of course, if you are just joining us, this is a variant tournament. So of course, Hardpoint along with Search and Destroy, and for map 3, we are going to be having Gridiron for this round. Of course, so far in the tournament, we've been rotating back from Gridiron and Capture the Flag. But of course, regardless of those, we'll see if map 3 is possible, as map number 1 will help dictate whether that one is likely or not, as it is going to be currently the side of Panda with a little bit of an advantage at the moment. Of course, Fastball and Co. currently doing some damage inside of the hill for the moment. Of course, Godma being Drama, for those who are curious. Prophet being Prophet, Fastball, and TuQuick for Panda's side. And for, of course, the position of Zodiac, we've got Naux, Zach, GodLike, Baker, along with Jump. We have been able to kind of be on board with the side of Zodiac quite a bit throughout the tournament. We've been able to cast, actually this will be our 3rd series with them tonight. We get to watch them take out, I believe it was Raps Rebellion in round number 1. They ended up facing them off and beat them in a hot 2-0 fashion. And then we just witnessed them beat the side of Rocket Esports in their semifinals game in map 3. So making their way here, they do not want to go home empty-handed and just fall short after already taking out 2 pretty impressive teams. However, Panda is not going to be an easy task to face off against. Of course, we are already witnessing Prophet sitting at 6-1. This is not a guy that you can sleep on by any means. Of course, back on the Panda days, which of course now back on Panda, but for a moment they were on Cyclone, this entire roster, and the kind of reformed back on the Panda organization has played with Fastball quite a bit throughout their career, whether it's been on Vex or anything else. This kind of roster, this group really has kind of found themselves, regardless of drama, kind of on the same rosters time after time after time. And it's been fun to kind of watch them over their career. Of course, in Infinite Warfare, we do know of the old Panda Gaming lineup that, of course, had a few other names, a few other faces on it as well, who had some pretty good streaks at tournaments. But it seems that they have kind of reformed for the for the Infinite. Apologies, had a little bit of an issue in the headset for a moment, but in the, of course, the World War II season. But of course, flicking on now, as the Molotov, along with the streak, start to come forward, is the side of Zodiac with a little bit of a lead, currently locking down things in this backside Hardpoint. He's looking to try and do some damage at the moment right now inside a parking lot. It will be the side of GodLike and Co. locking things down as they get a nice 4 down, along with GodLike. Currently sitting at 12-6, of course, adding on to that objective time, being the stat sheet stuffer at the moment. Of course, only on a 1 kill spree, but of course having his teammates do the rest. Speaking of kill sprees, Jump's got 3, along with the Molotov, could make it 4. Got Drama just in front of him. Challenges with the PPSH in his back pocket, and he is fully loaded as far as weapons are considered. And he's here also for the rotation. And it seems that for the opposite side, Panda trying to hold off Jump and Co. from this side coming in from Winery, as one does drop there coming in from TuQuick. Of course, TuQuick's name kind of being reintroduced back into the scene. I know he took a little bit of a leave of absence for a short time during IW, and has refound himself back on the Panda Gaming organization alongside of some familiar faces, like I said, and looking to try and make a decent comeback into the Call of Duty esports scene. And of course, one player that we can also talk about from the side of Panda Gaming is Drama. Drama, of course, through a lot of IW, was on the team known as the Gosu Crew, where he first off started playing with Silly, Pristini, and Arcides. Of course, those 3 ended up going over toward E United, and he was the last remaining player on a somewhat sunken ship, but ended up finding a few more crew members. And of course, Mox, Exotic, and Priest, the team nearly qualifying for the Call of Duty World League, but just fell short to Evil Geniuses. It was in a very awesome series. I actually got to cast that one, and it was a awesome thing to watch. Rather unfortunate for Drama. However, they'll still had a very solid event. And now looking on here, as all these guys are, of course, trying to test their wits when it comes down to World War II, especially the respawn game. This has been kind of one thing to watch as of late, has been the hardpoint matches between a lot of these teams, who's kind of playing better when it comes down to the slang, and what's the overall change when it comes down to roles, because, coming in from jetpacks down to boots on the ground, the roles change, the slayers change. Even from a lot of high majority teams, a lot of the overall positions or roles that we were used to seeing have kind of been changed up. Now the veterans are kind of back to their playground. and I don't really want to call them the jetpackers, but kind of the newer guys, are having to experience those roles and have to switch things up a little bit and test their overall ability when it comes to Call of Duty. It's been kind of an interesting and fun thing to see. But kind of taking back here at the game, of course, take a look at the scorecard. It's 148-82, an advantage still for the side of Zodiac. Playing very strong right now. Is something to mention is Zach GodLike still playing strong, has the bar in hand, and is currently sitting at 19-12, has now earned that Molotov. And Jump pushing here back toward storage. As the Molly's out, he'll exchange one as well, just to delay the process from moving forward. For profit. Look at the trades are coming in. Naux over to drop one, spots one to his left and makes it look easy. The wall bang there through the farmhouse wall as he's going to see at least 3 more players and getting cut down right now. Drama doing some damage as he's going to try and gain as many seconds as possible, realizing that this rotation back toward middle is going to be very, very important at that. As it looks like not a whole lot as far as the overall score changing. A little bit of points, of course, like I said, going toward the side of Panda Gaming. But regardless, as we rotate here toward parking lot, it is yet again going to be the side of Zodiac making the smart rotation. This is one thing that I've really liked about watching this team so far, as GodLike and Jump combined for 3 total, is that they're just so aware of when to rotate. They're not being super passive, or excuse me, super aggressive. They're being rather passive when it comes down to the rotations. And they're making these plays very, very well as far as the veteranship of a lot of these moments. Not letting the gunfights kind of get to their head as far as rush, rush, rush. And it looks like fastball, nade, not really fully aware that there's a player just toward his right. As his position is now going to be known, that is going to be Baker. If he can find these 2, that would be huge for points. As they'll shut down one, and it looks like player does wrap back around. They do have the spawn, so while Baker is trying to make somewhat of an impact, it's not going to do much more damage than just kind of feed into the kills. However, it is delaying the position for Panda for progressing much farther as GodLike finding 2. Zach wants a 3rd, though. Tosses out the Molotov, gets the assist, as he is just having a field day, quite literally sitting inside of what looks like a field, as Prophet will finally silence him after a few combinations coming in. 232 to 118. Jump having an easy time inside of the hard point, just trying to delay Panda for as much as possible, realizing the most likely the inevitable at that. This fastball just having a very tough time for the current moment. 15-25 for him. I know there was a few strategies in the past that, of course, the guys on Vex, aka the guys on Panda, Fastball and Co. really were known for some interesting strategies in their day. And I was really curious to see if we might see like a grease gun get pulled out or something in from Fastball, but seems to be rocking with the PPSH as he does find 2 there and making this rotation. But right now, it wouldn't really be the smartest of idea to try any interesting strategies out when you're down. And the team, assuming the opposite side only needs about 11 more seconds to make gain roll 1 be put in the books. But of course, rotations are done with. We're back inside of Bottom Restaurant. And this is where the PPSH can really do a lot of damage, but not if you're receiving constant nade fire. So with that in mind, Fastball just truly trying to hold this angle. Player getting ready to engage from the side, tosses in a molly, and there's 2 players right in front of him. He'll find all. Maybe wants the 3rd as well. As Fastball finds 3 for the 4th. Right in front of him is GodLike, and yes, Fastball finding all 4. Doing exactly what he needs to. The team is down, but they're not out just yet. Also has a Molotov to clear out that front door. And that is a massive play coming in from Fastball. He finds the 2 other ones as well. Doing damage with the PPSH, the streaks. He's got everything to work with, but accept the lead. And we'll see how his team can try and progress as he's making everything such an awkward time for the side of Zodiac. Rotations need to come in right now for the side of Panda. And we'll see if it gets made. Baker trying to make his way over toward the next hill. We'll see who can get here first. As quite literally, this one is a barn burner. But who's going to get the rotation down? It seems that it will be the side of Zodiac. But can Panda get in? The rotation, the streaks. Fastball finds one on Baker. The rush through the molly. Who's going to find it? It seems the Drama is the one who will end on fire. But still, the kills coming in. Only a few more seconds needed for Panda to lock this one down. The trades come in, but it looks like Baker drops. The streaks come through. 3 more seconds needed, and Jump just needs to hold on to this. The contestant coming in. He'll drop. Nades coming through. Still 2. And Drama and Prophet Staying alive for as long as possible. The two come in, and can Prophet stay alive? No, he'll drop, and this should be it. They just need the dolphin dive inside the hill, and that's going to do it. 250 to 201 will end us for map number 1. A solid effort, but of course we see this play coming in from Fastball, finding all 4 kills inside of Restaurant. A huge play. They're coming in from Fastball as he tossed a pitch that could never be hit at that moment. That was unreal play there from him, as he was, I think, what, like -11, -12, and he ends up being even, along with 1 minute and 58 seconds of hill time despite the loss. But of course, as we did get to see the scorecard for a moment, we also have to talk about the moments of Zodiac. We see pretty much consistent play around that even to a little bit slightly negative mark, but I see 3 players with just nearly 1 minute inside of the hill. Naux with 1:44, Baker with just about 1 minute, and then Jump with 1:37. Consistency ruling out the outliers, it seems, for map number 1, of course, as it is going to be the side of Zodiac, who takes map 1. One that I personally was not expecting to be the case. I guess just maybe with the names on the side of Panda, the experience when it comes in Hardpoint and CWL events, I was thinking the veteranship would be there. Not that it's not, but just Zodiac, way too strong. They knew the rotations well, and I'm not going to lie. I have heard, of course, of Jump and Baker. I've kind of recently learned about Naux and Zach GodLike in the past, or as of recent, excuse me, not in the past. And they're really impressing me with a lot of their moments at Search and Destroy. They seem to be incredibly strong, so that's why I'm feeling a little bit nervous for Panda now. But when it came to that at Hardpoint, they were playing things well. They knew the rotations, the teamwork was there, and they obviously deserved to win map number 1, despite some interesting plays toward the end, which could favor into the Search and Destroy. Back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 4v4 variant tournament for November 9th. Of course, we're in Search and Destroy for map number 2. Panda Gaming going up against Zodiac for what is currently tournament point for the side of Zodiac, as they won map 1 on St. Marie Dumont 250 to 201, despite a last-ditch effort coming in from Panda, a.k.a. Fastball, with one of the most insane plays that I've seen so far in World War II. We'll see if they can kind of take some of that last-second momentum and headed in here towards some Search and Destroy rounds. It seems that at least 2 dropping off the break is not going to make things much easier, as TuQuick looking to try to find one on the stairs will fall. And Naux will pick up the 4th on Drama, as no one falling for the set of Zodiac, as this team, so far throughout this tournament, we've been able to cast them in 2 prior series, and they have been lights out when it came down to Search and Destroy. This group just playing on a next level, it seems like. As I believe in one of the Search and Destroys, I want to say that they end up taking a Search and Destroy, I think 6-0, if my mind has served me correct. Just playing very solid as a lineup. And we'll see if the side of Panda can weather the storm at that. Drama, sniper out despite the first blood coming in from both Fastball and TuQuick. Baker is at least able to ease the pain by finding 1 before being naded. So with that, a 1 versus 3 here for Zach GodLike, as roles reversed in some cases. A 1, or -1 technically, but a overall position that wasn't just made for the round to win. A nice kill there coming in from TuQuick. Of course, expect to see a lot of bars, along with FMJ attached. The nades are going to be flying, the mollies as well. And this is kind of an interesting Search and Destroy map, really, because when it comes down to, obviously, bomb plants, A is going to be over on turret B, kind of in mid-map. And B's kind of the more preferred one, but it's just about getting control first, or the immediate rush plant, which is exactly what we're trying to see come in here from Prophet. But this is just the errors that we're going to see come through with this. If the positioning is just not there, you kind of have to rely on the opposition to just not be set up well for it. And every time that they are, it's going to be very awkward for the offensive team to get the bomb down. However, TuQuick and Drama left in a 2 versus 3. And looking on, if they can find a pick here on GodLike. FMJ in the back and on the attachment, actually, for TuQuick, as his teammate falls just when he started to think this round was likely going his team's potential way for a moment 2 versus 4. It is not the case. Naux holding a very solid position here. PPSH in hand, goes for the quick rush, totally catches TuQuick off guard, and immediately eliminates any chance of a clutch, as it will be a 1-round advantage here now toward the side of Zodiac. But like I was talking about the bomb placements and whatnot, B, you know, when it comes down to B-bomb site, it's an interesting one. It's a tricky one. And we obviously end up seeing Panda try to go for the rush plant in that situation. An immediate first kill goes down on Prophet, who is the bomb carrier, and overall awkward placement. A, you can obviously work it, but if you got a sniper rifle in the back, you got someone watching in communications, And it's a difficult one for the offensive team, to say the least. And, of course, it will now be the side of Zodiac who's going to try their wits at it. And that's why you do not rush the offensive team in this side. Jump, finding one on Prophet early. And fastball could be picked off as well. Taking some shots. Thankfully finds one on Naux. That'll even the man count out now at 3-3. And Jump, who I thought might be going for the rotation back toward A, has kind of remained in a similar position. Is going to spot TuQuick and will take him out with ease. Interesting placement, and nearly finds the turn on a fastball. Not able to make it work as it's now a 2 versus 2. Fastball spawning one on Baker. Can he get the gunfight victory? No, not going to happen. And now Godma, a.k.a. Drama, the sniper rifle in hand, the Kar 98, FMJ, along with ballistic calibration attached. More importantly, the machine pistol, thankfully with the extended mag on it. And it will say it would be a smarter option for him to try and check over at A. However, of course, he's going to get that indicator the bomb has been planted. And he will fall just like that. As Baker, right place, right time. Decent shot there from Drama, but bar just ever too powerful. And now if you're in Panda's position, you really can't afford to be losing any more rounds as far as the current scoreline is considered. 2-3 versus 4-1 is just an overall massive change of pace and really scenery if you are the team that is at the bottom end of it. Of course, we only played to 6. And Zodiac halfway there. As the snipe comes through, Drama misses that. You can't afford to be missing sniper shots like that, especially being in the situation that you're in. Jump drops for the first blood, and the bomb is down here. Nice pickup there from fastball. Actually rocking the PPSH is starting to get involved in that kill feed again. GodLike finding one from the flank as his position is now known to the entire Panda lineup. As they're most likely going to lock down every line so that he could be at. And like I said, a round needed and a round gained. There for the side of Panda. Fastball, I believe, finds... Was that an ace for fastball? At least 3 in the round. I believe it was at least 3 in the round there. So, lining it up when he needs to. 7-4 for fastball, but 0-7 actually combined right now for Drama and Prophet. I know Prophet was playing very well in the respawns. Has been kind of the objective man so far throughout the offensive ones here for Panda, but just can't afford to be challenging early things in that particular position. And it ended up paying for it. Of course, rocking the SMG here up close, along with the stun as well. And all grouped up right now is the side of Zodiac. Prophet not far away from them, as they could be making this rotation toward A. Jump kind of tempting it for the time. And it wouldn't be the worst of positions, except, though, Drama is back here. He's still watching forward, being very patient, but when will that patience start to wear off? Maybe if kills start to go down. A little bit of silence begins to feel the B-bomb site, so potentially Drama could be more wary of such. And he does reveal his position. Jump finding a nice little line sight there through that cave window. As Drama's going to call that one out. Tosses the nade forward. We'll see if that one lands. Does land on the bomb site, of course. No one home. And still looking through the cave window. He could be thinking this is a bait. However, not the case. This is a full push right now coming in from Zodiac. We'll see if they can get the bomb down. Drama so looking over. The stun comes forward for fastball. And Zodiac in a very awkward position as far as map placement is considered. We're going to hop in the overhead camera view just for a moment. The Molotov is out, and the snipes are coming through. Drama finds one, and Drama will find the second as well. And sadly, we won't be able to see the Bronze Star, a.k.a. the final kill cam in that scenario, just because the fuse will be present. But Drama played it well, despite it seeming as if he might be backing away at the worst time possible, and maybe thinking that the push toward that A site wasn't one that's going to be a potential, really. He does hold his angle well and picks off the players as needed. Only 2 kills for him so far, but they come at the most opportune time, as it is back-to-back round victories here for the side of Panda Gaming. Drama tossing over that nade. Of course, no one going to be present there, but spots Baker, and Baker this time gets his revenge. Of course, early shots in that last round from cave window. Baker ended up spawning Drama, and maybe, and most likely, would have found the round had they picked him off there from that backside position. But roles reversed, and Baker with that AR from long range Such a steady shot at that. But here comes streaks, actually. Those coming from fastball. He earned those because why? He's on a 6 spree. He's got 10 kills so far in this match, but he's currently down a teammate. Can he do it? Along with Prophet. Tosses out the nade. This will at least bait out one, but can he find the second? Not going to be there, but Prophet's there for the challenge. 1 versus 1. Zach GodLike versus Prophet. And at least one advantage for Zach is the fact that while the trade comes in, Zach at least has an idea of where Prophet's position is. So, of course, no need to kind of check the flank. No need to kind of check behind him, at least for the time being. He does have an idea as long as he kind of holds this mid-map, he at least has 2 lanes out of the 3 kind of watched. But how fast can this bomb get planted? Prophet nearly able to get that one down. And here comes Zach to try and challenge. Can he win the gunfight is the thing. And yes, that one will go through for Zach and the side of Zodiac, as they will now take round number 7. As they're now going to be 2 rounds away from locking this one down here on Gibraltar. And a very smart play there from Zach as well. Could have easily kind of walked around that middle map, kind of played a little bit too aggressively. Obviously started to get a little bit wary of the time and just happened to be in the right place through mid-map and challenged correctly onto the B-bomb site. So looking forward here, round number 8. We'll see if the snipes are coming through here from Drama. Nope, going to pull out that SMG. Actually holding a very close angle here on A. As 2 kills happening. Prophet finding 2, and now Zach GodLike. Much different scenarios in this one after the last round. 1 versus 3. Spots the head of TuQuick, and TuQuick just has the intuition to check that one and easily finishes him off. Very well played here from TuQuick, because I'm not sure if that was a call-up prior to this ADS or what the case was, but either way, TuQuick able to spawn him there. So after 8 rounds of play, we're up 4. And it will be the side of Panda on offense. Now it will be Prophet with a bomb in his hands. Do they go for the immediate rush plant on B? It seems that this is going to be the case. Will this work out for them is the thing, but no, Naux is there. Naux, I believe, with the, was that the FG42? That's the MK, or no, that is the FG42. That was the nade that I got confused with there, but regardless, Fastball responding with a few kills. 14 and 6 now for Fastball. This man is just going off, but needs his teammates to surround him. As you also look at the kills from his teammates, 2 and 5 for Drama, 3 and 5 for Prophet. But Drama can make up for it if he can win this round. 1 versus 1. GodLike versus Drama, and Drama just happens to turn around at the worst time possible. I believe Zach knows his position, and does Drama turn around at the right time? And yes, Drama! Wow! What a play here coming in from Drama. Just happens to check around him at the perfect time and gets the nice drop shot here onto Zach. Zach had no idea what was coming to him as the 1v2 comes in from Drama. This is now going to put the side of Panda up 5 rounds to 4, along with Fastball having an incredible series up to this point, especially here in Map 2 Search and Destroy. 14 and 7. Also still has that streak, and maybe he's going to check this streak to maybe even call in that. A lot of strategies in use as the offensive team in Zodiac have to play very passively. They don't know where the shots are coming in from. Tosses out the nade after making 1 player weak. And I believe the streaks are ready to come in here for Fastball. Of course, going to ping those, knows exactly the positioning, and here they come. Will it do damage? Can he pick off Naux with the bomb? Only hit markers, but at least knows their position. So going to call that one out to his teammates. Despite knowing the position, Drama gets taken out. Drama falls, and TuQuick is able to win a huge fight there on jump. 3 versus 3. Bomb picked up there from Zach. Shots coming in through middle map. And Prophet, I believe, is on the opposite bomb site, being aware of that push that could be coming in. But Zach needs to win this gunfight as well on Fastball and makes it happen. The shots are there, and Prophet now left in a 1 versus 3. Dolphin dives, but only Dolphin dives to his death at that point as we are headed to overtime, a.k.a. round 11. As Naux, with the FG42, will find the kill that matters the most at this point so far in the Search and Destroy game. But 1 round to either send us to a Map 3 gridiron to London Docks, or to close it out here. Zodiac, of course, needing this final round to make things set in stone. And they will be having the advantage of being on the defensive side. And we know the offensive side has plagued Panda so far. And it seems that they could be making their way toward A, but being very wary of that. Baker not finding anything through B, as they have 3 players set up into B right now, investing a lot, only with Zach GodLike. As Zach GodLike goes for the Dolphin dive, he's going to call that one out to his teammates and say, guys, they're going for A. And they're going for it fast. Prophet trying to get that bomb down as quickly as possible, receiving shots, and I believe he does get the bomb down despite getting taken out by that nade. Is it worth it is the question. And the headshot coming in from fastball now equals out to 15-8. 2 versus 3, man advantage right now for Zodiac. Can fastball stay alive is the thing. No, he'll drop. And now it's left at the drama. The sniper rifle in hand and 3 enemies left to face him. Only needs to hold this one off for a few more seconds. But no, it's not going to happen. And the excess shots that are coming in from GodLike, as he'll jump off the map, the flames will come through. And it will be a victory. I believe a little bit of a rage quit most likely coming in from the host team as well. We see the kind of static screen here. But regardless, a victory in the books. Overtime is what we see. And congratulations to, of course, Zodiac for locking this one down and becoming, of course, your 4v4 variant tournament champions. GG's, of course, to the side of Panda. Played very, very well and had a number of different awesome plays. Of course, a lot of them coming in from fastball. I don't believe I got to see the final amount of kills that fastball had, but it was at least 14, 15 kills. I want to say it was 14. Insane play in that search and destroy from him. I know a lot of the pandemonium, I guess you can kind of say, not trying to be cringy there, but a lot of the issues with them were coming from their offensive rounds. And that's the issue when it comes down to Gibraltar, is those offensive pushes. I know there were constant times they were trying to rush onto that B bomb site, and we're having a number of different problems just because Zodiac was always there with the bar or an FG42 just to kind of lock them down. But we'll kind of break you guys and kind of let you guys know exactly what happened in this series. Is Hardpoint on St. Marie Dumont ended up seeing 250 to 201 overall scoreline, as you can see it there. Zodiac started off incredibly strong, made some insane rotations that I was just very surprised to see. Of course, we've heard the names of Jump. We've heard the name of Baker in the past, but Naux and Zach GodLike, kind of newer guys when it comes down to the scene, at least as far as my knowledge is considered. And they were kind of playing like a veteran squad. Like, had I not been able to see the gamer tags, I would be thinking that this is a team who's been playing boots on the ground Call of Duty for a while, or at least has been practicing. They're very aware of what's kind of going on. So this is definitely a team in Zodiac to be aware of when it comes down to future tournaments, especially in our online ones here at UMG Online. But of course, map number 2, the one you guys just witnessed, end up seeing an overtime as Panda Gaming just couldn't hold on to that lead that they gained in round number 10, as it was drama, like I said, left in a 1 versus 2 situation. He couldn't really get it done with that sniper rifle as he had in the past. But still, of course, as we do close things out and, of course, do digress on the series, once again, congratulations to Jump, Baker, Naux, and Zach GodLike on their victory tonight.